It offers them a toehold into the market that they wouldn't otherwise be able to either access or possibly even afford. So Tejuri is a digital mall marketplace platform. It's a multi-tenancy, multi-category site whereby retailers are allowed to own their brand, own their product, and then retail on the site direct to customers within the Middle East. We're based in Dubai. We're owned by government entities within Dubai that have many other businesses within the region. So we're located here, but we ship globally. The restrictions around shipping and global movement of goods are given to us by retailers. So we work very closely with the brands and the retailers that we have on the site. Traditionally, the retailers that we have thus far are those that are operated in the Middle East by local franchise or brand operators, and we look for them to give us direction around shipping restrictions or franchise restrictions that reflect the agreements that they have with brand principals in other countries. But we are a Dubai-based global.com site. For us, Tejuri has been about a strategy of owning certain retail departments and categories. We had a very strong presence when we launched around the consumer electronics sector, which, as you may know, is a particularly aggressive sector and a very successful one here within the Middle East. A lot of people are very tech savvy. They're looking for the latest gadgets, proven by Apple launching its most recent product here in Dubai with some of the other better performing markets around the world. BlackBerry, for instance, has the only retail store here within the Middle East globally. So we took the onus of Tejuri, certainly in the early stages, to along the lines of a consumer electronics driven site. We feel like we very much own that category now online within the Middle East, and then after that we have gone down the route of sports. Also a very aggressive market here that's growing very quickly in the Middle East. There are many multi-brand sports store concepts within the malls. So we have dedicated stores from Reebok, from Adidas, from Nike, all operated through their local franchise partners. And then we also have very strong home and home accessories and home furnishing section. And then now, more recently, we're moving towards fashion accessories and apparel and footwear. So in terms of success, that's our success stories from a retailer and a brand point of view. And certainly the sales and the search terms and the customer interaction of the site is very much mirroring those departments that we have. We offer access into Middle East consumers on a platform that is, as I mentioned, reasonably risk averse, and it's something that gives them the opportunity to truly understand the Middle East market, something that, as we've alluded to today, are fairly complex markets to understand. And you're still in control of your brand and your products, but you're allowed to operate here through an organisation that can give local perspective, but also local knowledge and local expertise. A lot of what we're doing with if we look at the local retail SMEs, is helping them understand a space that they wouldn't or couldn't be seen to operate in, either because they can't necessarily see the return on investment so quickly, or they're really too small to take that revenue out of their business and operate it and push it through into an operating model that they don't either have full understanding or full control of. So I think the model translates either from the Middle East into the UK, whether you're a retail SME here or there, and we're giving you a full sort of fully managed and operating model into these markets that, as I mentioned, you wouldn't normally get access to, or that might be 5 or 10 years away from a bricks and mortar franchising perspective. Approximately 30% of the retailers that we have on Tejuri.com already have their own e-commerce platform, so we're not a site that dictates to retailers that they either have to come to us or not. It's very much a model whereby they are gaining greater exposure to a customer set that they wouldn't normally have access to, but also having access to a peer group of brands as they would do within the physical mall world as well. So it's about enhancing brand awareness and also brand messaging within their peer group. Tejuri has a fairly intimate relationship with all of its entities. Either they are owned and operated in-house, or they have been outsourced to third-party experts that are known to be experts within their particular field. So data hosting, customer service centre, logistics, supply chain, deliveries and assurance. All of those aspects of the site are outsourced to global experts, but from a day-to-day operations point of view, it's all then in-house within Tejuri. So we own and operate our own in-house marketing team that look to promote the Tejuri brand, but also the 150 stores and 380 brands that we have on the site. We have our own in-house operations team that help all the retailers set up their stores, manage day-to-day issues on a store or a SKU basis, operate price changes or markdowns or promotions, and put in place seasonal offers that traditionally retailers would look to do in-store as well. A lot of what Tejuri is based upon, and the ethos of how we operate the organisation, is to mirror that is happening within the physical retailers world as well. So the retailers we work with traditionally have retail space within the markets here within the Middle East, and we're looking to give them an electronic digital platform through which to translate that brand to potentially a different audience and a different set of customers. So the services we offer the retailers are those that typically you would expect if you're within a physical mall world as well. So it's access to data around people that are coming onto the site, people interacting with the stores, people visiting the brands, the products, what they're viewing, what they're adding to basket, and really trying to understand the interaction of customers with Tejuri and the brands that are on the site. We have a full sales team that's overseen by myself, and as I say, we also have a full operations, logistics and marketing in-house team as well. So really we're offering retailers full retailing capability through an e-commerce platform that's managed and overseen by us, but through which they have full control of their brand, their product and their pricing. We've tried to make Tejuri as risk averse to the retailers as possible. So at all points of interaction, it's a Tejuri managed process. So if a customer wants to return an item, it's something that we would manage in-house. If they have a particular problem around an order or receipt of an order or delivery, it's something that we would manage in-house. If they want to exchange an item, it's something that we would do. So all levels of interaction that a customer would have with the brand and the product would be done through us. And the ability then for retailers to come onto the site is not being seen as being hindered through a cost perspective. So we have an annual subscription fee that is £2,000 to £2,500, and typically we reroute that cash back into the technology advancement of the site. So we recently launched an Arabized version of the site. We have a dedicated mobile and tablet commerce version of the site. And then the other financial commitment that we have with the retailers is a transaction fee that we take at the point of payment of transaction from the retailer, by the customer from the retailer. And we then have a full in-house financial team that will then remit money back to the retailers on a net monthly basis. Logistics and supply chain is something that we also offer as part of the services to the retailers that come onto Tejuri. We have 2 global shipping partners that irrespective of whether you're a retailer SME based in Dubai or you're a retailer SME based in Dundee, those logistics companies will go to a dedicated fulfillment location of that particular brand. They will pick up the item and then deliver it to the customer of wherever their address is, presumably in the Middle East when they've placed the order on Tejuri. All orders will be coming into Dubai and then rerouted dependent on wherever the location is of the order that's been placed. And it's part of the service and part of the package of being on Tejuri. Deliveries are done to, irrespective of whatever location as a customer is entering into their order, deliveries are done to that location, whether it be home or office or elsewhere. Something that we obviously want to work towards is more of a streamlined omni-commerce model. So we're talking to a lot of the mall developers here looking to deliver into their malls. That way we're delivering footfall back into the physical retail world, and we're not being seen to steal sales. Actually, we're looking to add sales and footfall back into their physical malls. And that's something that's being done elsewhere around the world, and we certainly see that there's an opportunity for that to be done here as well.